Hello, everyone. I'm just waiting for more people to come on in. I was going to tell you that I was going to explain to you what's going on in the United States Postal Service as we speak right now. A lot of things are happening, and it's not surprising, but it's basically showing you that it's happening. So I'm just going to wait for more people to come on in, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. I know it's kind of early. I just got home basically, and I'm just going to tell you about a lot of stuff that's going to happen within the next few hours. So I'm just going to wait for more and more people to come on in. If you like this live stream, make sure you liked it, share, and subscribe this channel. Also, you can subscribe my channel on my travel channel called Trade Travels as well. Because I'm going to do on that channel, I'm going to do more talk about cruise news, traveling around the world. So all of that's going to be on my backup channel called Trade Travels. So I'm just waiting for more people to come on in, ladies and gentlemen, because it's time to have a conversation, and I'm going to explain to you what happens next. Where do we go from here? Because April 1st has arrived. And I want to wish everybody April Fool's Day for those of you that do celebrate this type of thing, doing some April Fool jokes, having fun with it. But what I'm going to tell you isn't an April Fool's joke. This is really serious business. So I'm going to wait until around 8:25 my time, which is Central Time. For those of you that don't know, it's going to be 9:25 Eastern, 7:25 Mountain, and 6:25 on the West Coast. So once I'm started at 8:25 my time, then I'm going to get started with this live stream. So I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, a wonderful first of the month. Um, and here where I am, it's kind of cold. Even though spring is here, it's really chilly in the morning. But I'm going to explain to you guys what's happening right now. And again, at 8:25 my time, I'm go ahead and get started with this live stream. I won't be taking that long because I got other stuff to do. But I want to give you the information so that you guys will understand what this means. Because I'm going to really tell you what it means, what to prepare for, and how can you adjust those changes that the United States Postal Service is about to do. It's going to affect the employees. It's going to affect the customers. It's going to affect everybody. So I'm just going to probably going to wait, and like I said, it's going to be brief. So, but it's important for everybody to understand that as a postal employee, we have to basically prepare for the changes that are about to happen. So, so once 8:25 comes, that's when I'm gonna get started with this, live stream with this broadcast. But but yeah, it's about to get wild. Um, it's about to get nasty. Yeah, it's about to get nasty effective today. So I hope, and I know this morning. I hope you get your coffee ready, um, because it's going to be things that's going to happen that I know is going to happen. Some it won't be shocking. So I'm just going to wait for like at least 3 more minutes until I get started with this live stream, and so yeah, this is about to get crazy. We don't know what's going to happen. Um, but whatever happens, we're ready for it. We're definitely ready for the changes that the USPS is going to do for us. Because I've been talking about this for the last few weeks. And now April 1st is finally here. So I'm gonna wait for two more minutes until we get started. And like I said, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, a great first of the month. But some of y'all having fun with your April Fool's jokes. I know that. But what I'm gonna tell you isn't no joke. Ain't no April Fool's joke. This is really serious. It's really serious business. So, I'm just basically just got back in the house. Well, I just got back home, and once I finish talking to you guys, I'm probably will be chilling until I go out again, probably like later on today. But yeah, what I'm about to tell you is gonna change everything about the United States Postal Service. What I'm hearing, what changes is expected to be made, all of that. So yeah, this is gonna be y'all gonna be really shocked about this. Y'all gonna be surprised that this is going to happen. Oh boy, this is gonna get crazy. It's literally gonna get crazy, y'all. So we have one more minute left, and then once 8:25 my time kicks in, that's when I'm getting ready to do this live stream. Okay, so it's 8:25 my time, so it's time to get started. So you see the title on my live stream. It says April 1st, USPS changes. Where do we go from here? Well, a lot of things are expected to happen. There's rumors of stuff. Some of the stuff is just about to happen, and I'm gonna tell you, like last night when I worked, I'm gonna keep it brief, guys. Last night when I worked, normally, if you are a driver, if you driving forklifts, if you driving walkies and tugs, there's gonna be a lot of mail you got to put on these machines, and we'll basically call it dumpers, right? So I've noticed now that hello everyone. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I just had a phone call. But the changes what is about to happen within the next few hours is that the majority of the mail that we normally have on tour one is now going to move it to tour two, which I'm going to explain to you that tour two is the morning shift, and everything's all the mail is going to be on the morning shift now where I am right now. So now tour one, and again, a lot of people on tour one more than likely are going to be rebid to go to tour two or tour three. That's what's going to happen. That is one of the major changes that the Postal Service is about to do. They're going to already cut down tour one. It's already happening where I am. You hardly see mail on the docks now. And the machine is one of the machines that in my facility, I don't know about any other facilities in this country, it's called the SIPs. So the mail is going to be going to the SIPs mail, it's a SIPs machine, which means that all the mail that we did in the dock, that bring all the mail to all the dumpers, most of that mail is going to go to the SIPs machine. That's going to be one of the changes here. Now, again, like a lot of people who gonna be on that works on tour one, that's gonna. I mean, according to people that I talked to or people that I heard from, they're going to. So all the managers are going to basically going to tell people from tour one that they're going to, and more than likely going to have to rebid, which and the bid's not going to come out until I believe next week. So So once next week comes, I think I think there's going to be a lot of people going to be have those bids. And keep in mind, I've been hearing that the bids is going to be 75 bids out there, which means that people are going to be bidding left and right. Now, the biggest concern that I have with the bids is that a lot of people whose postal facilities are closing down. Some of those people are going to come to where I am, only where I work at, right? And people are going to be bidding those positions, and it's going to be depending on seniority. And the biggest concern is that just because you bidding, this doesn't necessarily mean you might not get the job you want, or doesn't mean that you won't get the bids that you wanted. Because it's going to be people that has more seniority than you going to get those bids. Now, here's the thing with this, and I've told you on my last live stream. For those of you that don't get those bids or don't get the job that you bid for, more than likely you may become an unassigned regular. And let me explain what that means. For those of you that don't work in the postal service, an unassigned regular means that supervisors can tell you what sections to go or what machines you need to work for, and you can't. And basically, you cannot stop those. I mean, you basically can't stop those bids. So in the meantime, the supervisor will tell you, well, you got to go to this machine, you got to go to that machine, and again, you didn't even bid that machine, but you got to go there anyway because that's where you're needed. In other words, I mean, you're a regular, but you're unassigned, but you can probably be treated like sort of like an MHA or something like that. They'll tell you where to go, and you got to go. So that's what unassigned regular is. So so basically, that's what I've been hearing. Last night that was going to happen. So I believe already day shift is going to have that mail as we speak. And keep in mind, we got to get the mail out before 12 or 12:30 the next morning. And that's what we've been told too, that they have to be, shipped it out around, I believe, 10 o'clock, and we got to finish by 12 or 12:30. So this is going to be the major changes in the facility so far. And for the people that's under us, for example, if you don't work, if you don't be in your facility for more than 5 years, you know, we don't know if they're gonna bring the access yet. I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they're not going to, but most more than likely, they sometimes it happens like that. But it's like a wait and see type thing. But I'm gonna tell you like this: this is really scary if you want to know the truth, because we have to really have to focus on, for the people that works on tour one, they have to basically bid out, or they have to come in early to get that mail out of there. They have to come in like 2 hours early. And another question is, will they keep their time to come in and whatever? And that's another thing. I think they probably management, depending on management, they have to discuss that as well. Have to explain that. But it's really scary that we have to, find it out like this. They could easily have a meeting, talk about this, but they, management didn't know nothing, or they said they didn't know anything. But they keep that on the hush. Let's just keep it like that. They keep that on the wrap. Nobody says anything. Nobody says what's going to happen, and none of that. According to some management, can't say anything. And because of you know the thing of it is, because of they don't want to panic in postal facilities. So when President Donald Trump has basically gonna privatize the postal service with Elon Musk and with the Doge movement, and then Louis DeJoy, who's no longer Postmaster General, made a deal with Elon Musk and the dudes people, it is going to affect it. And I told y'all before, wait until April the 1st. It's going to be some major changes in the postal service. Well, it's happening now. It started to happen last night actually. If you work on tour one, which is like, tour one like graveyard shift, you hard now. I mean, back then we see mail constantly on the docks. Now you don't see that anymore because they moved the mail from the docks, and now it's gonna go from the graveyard shift to the morning shift now, which means that and people have to bid those morning shifts. But this is already chaotic. As far as I know, this is mainly chaotic, and the question is, like I said on the title there, where do we go from here? Not only as postal workers, but as consumers, where do we go from here? I think that major changes just happened, prove that we have to. I don't know. It's just really, really hard that the morning shift. It's all the mail, mostly all the mail gonna move to morning shift, which means that tour one has to basically has to rebid to the morning shift. But it's gonna be difficult because even if you do bid, you may not even get the job. I'm just being honest. You may not even get the job if you do rebid, because there's gonna be a lot of people who have more seniority than you, or more seniority than me, are gonna battle, and some, even though one of the workers already have a bid, they decided, this is a better bid. I'm gonna bid that too, to prevent you from getting that job. So this is chaotic at the moment. This is really crazy, but unfortunately, this is the changes that we expected to happen. Now, will it be confirmed? Who knows? We should probably wait till the supervisor's going to explain everything. But as far as I know, as far as what I've been hearing, that tour one will be no more, and that people from that tour has to rebid, because all the mail, all the packages, and everything from the dock or from the facility is gonna move now to tour two. And then we've been here. We have to finish that before 12:30 that morning, the next morning. So this is the change. This is the few changes that just happened. And I don't know when it comes to first class mail. That said, there's been changes with that as well. We're just gonna have to wait and see on that. But definitely, the changes is already here, as far as I know. And I'm telling you like this: we don't know what's going to happen. They're probably going to tell us when are the new bids coming out, because people who work for Tour One is going to basically, and basically they've been working for Tour One for quite some time, probably years now. But all of a sudden now they have to rebid to day shift. And plus we don't even know if they're gonna get the jobs or not. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it's chaotic. So, wow. So basically now this is where we are right now. We basically is learning that people who work for Tour One is now possibly have to rebid to Tour Two or Tour Three. And I told you a week ago that it will happen. So again, that's part of the changes, as far as I know, that is happening behind the scenes. But we will see tonight. Will there ever be a meeting, for employees to tell you the changes that's going to happen? We really don't know for sure. But as far as I'm hearing, Tour One will be no more. It's not just here where I am, but it's across the country too. 201 will be no more because all the majority of the mail, the packages and everything will go on day shift, which is 202, and early evening shift, which is 203. So that's right there is a big change, a major change that I know of. But let me know what y'all think about the changes so far. I think that this isn't good at the end of the day because and then you've been forced to get all the mail and get forced to get all the packages out before the 12:30 deadline, the 12:30 that morning. And then on top of that, we have a few employees there anyway. So how are they gonna pull that off? But I digress. Um, but this is what's happening. But all I know is that April 1st is here. Changes is expected to happen, and that's part of those changes that I've seen so far. That after 12:30, they stopped the mail on the dock, which crazy, but that's what happened. And they're gonna put all the mail from late night shift. I think tour one is gonna be like at least like 5 or 10 people gonna be on tour one. That's it. Everything else is gonna go to tour two and the tour three. But that's basically the changes that I know of. If you're a postal worker, if you know some changes where you are, leave your comment below. Um, I mean, what if I'm not on the live stream, or if you just out of the obviously come on YouTube and just see my live stream. Just leave any changes you have at the post office where you are, because that's to me showing you that yes, it is happening. So I know, and I told y'all it won't be long. So that's basically it at my end. If if I have more, if there's more information, I will do another live stream, give you up to date of what's going on. But yeah, where we are right now, changes is happening, and it's not taking long either because it's already happening after 12 o'clock midnight, after 12:30 midnight. Last night already there's no mail on the docks. I mean, and then we're hearing that all the mail's gonna go to one of the machines that's here where I am, and they have to work during the day, and it has to be out by the 12:30 next morning. So it's crazy. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Um, I'm about to get out of here. I know it's a short live stream, but just give you a heads up of what's happening where I am, what I've been hearing of what was going on. But if there's any more, if there's any more updates, I will do another live stream and let you know what the updates are. So I hope you have a good first of the month. I hope you had a good April Fool's Day, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.